I just really gotta talk about this. Maybe I can change this before this video comes out if more information comes out, but look at this maintenance notice. Grand Summoner's 7th anniversary celebration. This is Anni's celebration, right? It was supposed to be crazy, supposed to be hype, but the only thing that has been announced is a paid Jumpstart banner that is being renewed, an SP art, which, you know, is going to be cool to look at, but most people won't be able to obtain because it's, of course, paid. A brand new story chapter, which is the only new piece of content that is coming that everyone can actually participate in, and Dark Haruto, which we all know, you know, you have to summon them, and it's very likely people won't be summoning this guy because Tensura is right around the corner. No roadmap at the end of 2024. No roadmap at the beginning of 2025. What is going on at GSHQ, dude? The effort within the last like 2 months has been like abysmal. It has been literally atrocious. It's just been more and more money grab, and let me see what like super old piece of content we can throw in the game to say, hey, here's new content you guys can play. But literally every single new character that's been released one-shot said content. Maybe I'm overreacting, you know, maybe I am, but like I remember how other anniversaries were, especially like leading up to it and getting to the anniversary, and then we get this, and it seems like our 7th anniversary is the biggest afterthought ever. But whatever, it is what it is. Let's actually talk about Haruto. Majestic Advent will be featuring Dark Heart. This will be his debut on Global. He's actually a really cool character, and I really love his design. He reminds me a lot of the one guy from Epic 7, you know, that guy. Yeah, you all know who I'm talking about, the one with the hand. But what is fictional mage Haruto's job, or what does he actually do? Well, this guy does damage, and his damage is actually pretty freaking impactful. If you look at the kit, everything here is just really supporting him. He kind of doesn't need help from anyone else, and you know, if you give him help, great, but he doesn't need it. You get a magic res down with the skill, the art just consuming your own HP and reducing enemies' dark res. The true art gives you more art gauge and attack for 100 seconds, so that's incredible. The super art's going to be able to buff up everybody's art gauge by 50, and you increase your own arts based on how low your HP is, maximum of 150, and then for 25 seconds you consume 3% of your own max HP. Also, if you're unafflicted by stats elements, you have a 100% defense ignore, and you deal more damage based on how low your own HP is, up to a maximum of 350%. He also has a revive that actually buffs up everyone's healing, and it buffs up everyone's art gauge. This could be another Luvia for some people out there, you know, just instantly pop off and do something crazy. You know, I could see it. I could actually see it. In terms of like the playstyle with them, it's going to be so easy with this character. I know we've had other characters in the past that want to be at low HP, but he actually has the means to be at low HP. You pop the true art, you get your own art gauge, you get the attack, you can go into the super art, you're consuming even more of your own max HP, then you're off to the races. Now, one thing that I will say about this Haruto is that you probably do want to use either an Exceed Zex on him or some type of stats up equip, because even though he does want to be at low HP, you don't want him to just accidentally trigger his passive or wind up dying to like any little bit of damage that hits him. Another thing to mention too is that FM Haruto really wants to be protected by someone, so look at your Shiros, your Betas, even your Kirisames, you know, the taunt tanks, literally anybody. He just wants to make sure that he has some type of damage mitigation / barrier on him, because if he takes any amount of damage, he more than likely is going to be dead, since he's going to be playing with his life the entire time. But now the question comes, is it worth to still actually get this guy, since, you know, it's been a minute since he's released in JP, or should you skip? Well, Fictional Mage Haruto's verdict hasn't really changed. It's pretty much the same as it came out. If you need an attacker that just does crazy damage and kind of just does it all on his own, and you don't really care about supporting him with other characters, Fictional Mage Haruto is a great character to pick up. He's going to be able to go through a lot of different content, by the way, since he is a defense ignore unit. He's not a crit character, so he doesn't have to worry about, you know, if a boss has crit immunity. He's also a magic damage character. There are some bosses out there that do resist physical damage, and there's a very few bosses that actually resist magic damage. So whenever you come into like a situation like that, then you can always turn to Fictional Mage Haruto. Not to mention too, this guy also has a lot of nuking power. Thanks to that passive, you can force that passive with like Divine Arachnid Tears, give everyone 200 art gauge. Now boom, you're able to nuke a certain fight and use more damage up equips instead of using more type zeros. Outside of that, though, I feel like it would be really hard to slot this guy in a lot of the time, since whenever you do build a team around him, you really have to build a team around him. He can just be placed on the team as an afterthought, since he is going to be gambling with his life the entire time, and you will want to have some way to protect him. If you don't have Shiro, if you don't have Beta, or even any of the taunt tanks, this guy could prove pretty difficult to keep alive. So, to recap, should you summon on this guy, or should you not? Based on how Fictional Mage Haruto's performance is, and also the banner mates that he has, if you care about Fictional Mage Haruto at all, then I would do at least a multi, but I wouldn't go any deeper. If you really wanted to get this character, then maybe try for the Auk summon to see if you can get lucky on that, but I really wouldn't throw all my resources at this unit. If you are brand new and you want to pick up Fictional Mage Haruto, same ordeal. Another thing, Long is on this banner, and Long is a bleed character, so if you don't have bleed units, you want to picking up Long, that could be great for you just so you can have that specific character for any bleed stages in the future. And lastly, I feel like this banner is leaning more towards skipping than even summoning on it, since we do have Tensura coming out more than likely within the next like 2 weeks. So if you're hyped for any of the Tensura characters, you may want to keep that in mind before you go crazy on Fictional Mage Haruto. This character will return. Tensura will probably be back at the end of the year or at the beginning of next year. That kind of seems like the schedule that Tensura is on for some reason. But just in case that doesn't happen, Tensura characters are going to be a lot more limited than Fictional Mage Haruto. He's going to be able to return on multiple different banners in the future, and you can maybe pick him up on another banner then. Either way though, fam, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been your boy P. Tell me down below what you all think about Fictional Mage Haruto. Are you liking him? Are you loving him? Or is he just kind of like whatever? Let me know all that type of stuff down below in the comment section. Also, if you enjoyed this video, have me check out either one of the other videos popping on the screen right now. Great content, guarantee you love them. Oh, and one more thing before you leave, don't forget to drink water.